Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I'm really excited to bring you from our friends at Crafter's Companion these Gemini Edgeables. We've got two different kinds. We've got the regular paper craft die, and we've also got double-sided dies. So I can't wait to show you what Debbie and I did with these, so come play with us. Okay, so for this first one, we've got the Bethlehem Skyline. This is what we call a double-sided cutting die. So you've got part of the Bethlehem skyline right here with the little star, then you turn it over and then you've got the little Mary and Joseph and heading towards Bethlehem, and again you've got the little stable and little palm trees there. I'm going to show you how this one works. It's really cool. You think about all the space and stuff that you're saving by just having two dies put into one. So I think that's very clever. Now we have got the trio of trees. This is also a double-sided die. Okay, Debbie made a really cool card with this. I'll show you that one. This is Dashing Through the Snow. Okay, this one is not the right one. Here it is. I was like, that doesn't look like it. This is Dashing Through the Snow, also a double-sided die. Okay, it's a great skyline with little Santa. And then this one is the Dancing Snowflakes. Beautiful. And this is a regular Edgeable, okay, that you might be the most familiar with. It is not double-sided, but you can use it two different ways. And then finally, this one is the Night Before Christmas. Also not double-sided, but a really cool border die. All right, so let's get right to it. This one is the Night Before Christmas, okay? And you can see here that I've got these adorable little Santa in a sleigh and his little reindeer. And on this one, I used a new paper pack for hot off the press. I snuck and used it because we haven't really introduced it like we normally do. This is 6x6 gingham papers. Adorable two-sided papers. One side's a larger, bolder print, and then you get this adorable little tiny print right here. I used the black and white right here. I love that black and white check. It's great for winter and for Christmas. And I also used, let me see, where is it? Here we go, tomato red suede paper. Oops, sorry you guys. Tomato red suede paper. Beautiful texture. So this one, when the recipient gets that, they're going to be like, oh, what's that? They could feel that. And then here we've got a little black and white baker's twine, and that is from the black ribbon set. Here I used, for the greeting, this is the Believe cutting die, and it's also got the little snowflake. And then I just used these adorable little red glitter jewel dazzle stickers, and just used either my retractable cutting knife to pop those off. Also wanted to mention, you guys, that pokey tool is a great, it's what it's called, pokey tool, is also great for lifting up dazzles. So, and for those, I just put them red on red right there on the little snowflakes and on the little white snowflakes here, and even dotted the little eye. Very easy. This card was so fast to make. I'm thinking maybe I did 15 minutes on this. So, great, quick, and easy card. Right, so what do I want to show you next? Okay, so for this one, I wanted to kind of put together the double-sided one, show you how that works before we get into more of the double-sided. So I'm going to start off with the Bethlehem cutting die, and here I have a 6.5 by 5 inch card. Just covered it with gold sparkle holographic paper right here. It's cardstock. I always call it paper, but it is cardstock. And then I just took a piece of paper, white cardstock, and I just cut it a little bit smaller. And I'm doing some inking on this. So I'm using Midnight Midnight Harmony and also Lagoon. And these are both water reactive. All right, and the paper pack I used for these are Vintage Roses paper pack. So I started off with kind of an aqua blue paper anyway, and then I'm also using the tan and the dark brown from that set. So I'm looking for my craft mat. Here it is. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of inking first. So I've already got some Midnight on here, and clean my brush here. forgot to do that. And we're going to add a little bit of midnight for that sky. I already had some added on here, so I could quickly darken that up, you guys. Okay, and there we go. And now I'm going to go into the lagoon just to add a little color variation there on the bottom, and I can go all the way down here towards the bottom. All right, so I've got that sort of mottled background going on with my blues. Okay, blender brushes, if you guys haven't invested in these yet, get 3 in a pack. I use these every single day, multiple times a day. They're wonderful if you're interested in creating your own backgrounds. If it's something you already do, then if you're big into ink pads, you should definitely use them. And even if you just are moderately into creating a background, like a sky background, and you only have one light blue ink pad, get a blender brush. All right, so we've got that going on. So we're going to go ahead. That's going to go right there. Now, I have die cut, here we go, from tan cardstock. Goes just like this. Ran that through my die cutting machine, any size, okay? And then what I got was this. So I'm going to just cut this free because I made my paper a little bit larger. Okay. Go. And then actually I'm going to glue that. That's going to go right there. But then I'm going to turn this over, okay? I'm going to turn this over. And there's the Bethlehem scene there. Oops. Okay, so the Bethlehem scene, I'm going to line it up so I get it right. There we go. So this one, I left a little bit of extra dark blue on the bottom, brown. I'm in trouble with my words today. Along the bottom edge, ran it through my machine, okay? So then that gave me the scene right here. It also gave me the little star that's up here, okay? But that part I set aside. So what we're gonna do is you're just gonna layer these. All right, so you've got that part right there. What are we gonna do with that? Show you. I'm going to take my glue here. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along the skyline there. And then making sure that I've got this right here. Yep, that's where I want it. All right, now for that little Holy Family, I die cut just them. That little part. All right, I die cut them out of the same gold holographic paper. And I'm just going to glue them right in here. So you get to do that little bit of paper piecing. It's so easy because you're die cutting them. There we go. All right, and I've already got my little star here. So on the star that's up here, I just die cut that separately from the holographic as well. I'm going to put that right above Bethlehem. All right, so now I'm going to turn this over. Use my little scissors. Whoa, there goes my paper clip. And I'm just going to cut all that little excess paper even with the paper edge here. So that way I have a nice fit, and I didn't have to worry about getting my little paper strips the right size because I knew I could just trim them down. All right, now we're going to put this right here. We're going to glue this down, and then I have a greeting to put on there. And then our card is done. Okay. And then I wanted to use this All is Calm, All is Bright. This is Creative Expressions Festive Collection. Little cutting die on the back. And I cut that out of this adorable holographic paper too. Now for this, I'm going to use sticky specs. And if you've never used sticky specs before, you get a bunch of these little adhesive sheets. Okay. And you just peel them off like this. That's the top sheet. You're going to set your little greeting down. It's got so many loops and swirls. And we're going to make a sticker out of that. So we just put that on the sticky part, put that top sheet over it, burnished it with my hand a little bit there. And we're just going to pull this up. What I love about these sticky sheets is I've just been working on the same pack here for, I don't know, a couple of months because, oops, as long as I don't use the same exact cutting die and I don't put it in the same exact spot, I can still use that same little corner multiple times. There we go. I got some sticky on my fingers and now it was giving me a hard time. All right, I'm going to put that right there. Go. Now, there was a reason that I used my water reactive Harmony ink pads, all right? Because I want to add just a tiny little bit of, oops, stars to the sky. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use a little bit of water on this. Now, normally I would do this when I don't have the other things glued on here, but I wanted to give you that kind of final look of it. So I would do this step normally when I had finished inking this. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of water on my hand. I'm not even going to spray the whole thing. And I'm just going to spatter it a little bit right there. That's it. Okay, don't need any more than that. And I didn't bring a paper towel with me. So we're just going to let this dry. And you'll be able to see when we lift those little dots of water off when they dry, they leave these cute little sparkly, well not sparkly, but sort of a variation in the ink color, and it kind of looks more like a night sky. I'm just dabbing these with my fingers. There we go. See that? There you go. We can see it. Okay, so that's how the double-sided dies work, okay? So you just flip it over and that helps a lot with your scene. Okay, so let's go on here. Here is another card using the Christmas tree. Debbie did. Where's my Christmas trees? Here we go. So for this one, she used the Christmas Memories paper pack right here, okay? And she used red ripple paper right here, and then she used snowfall acetate to make a flap. There we go. That's what that looks like. To make a new flap for her card. So she started out with the back here of just cardstock, and that's about a 5-inch by 5.5-inch piece of cardstock. She covered that with the tan, like ivory tan music note paper from Christmas Memories paper pack. And then she took this little guy and she die cut that, so you have the outline one right here. That's this one. She die cut that from green paper. That is just giving you an outline stamp right there, or outline cutting die. And she glued that there. She cut this part again using the gold holographic paper and then glued that in there, just a little paper piecing there. And then for this side, she turned this over right here, ran that through with on the gold holographic paper. It's this one that we love to use, gold holographic cardstock. And then she backed that with this beautiful green paper, the same one she used here from that Christmas greetings, Christmas memories paper. And then you've got the holographic paper there that she put that all on. Isn't that awesome? Add a little Christmas dazzle there. All right, so this last one, Debbie used 2 cutting dies on this one. She used this one, which is the Dashing Through the Snow. Okay, so here on this side, you see you've got all these little rows of houses right here. And then you've got the Santa right here. And then on this side, you've got another row of houses. and the little moon and the church scene, okay? So she started off with, this great stuff. It is called Diamond Sparkles. This is jade cardstock, and this one is sky blue. And we love to use this stuff. It comes in lots of different colors, but it's basically beautiful glitter cardstock that doesn't come off on your hands. It's embossed in there. It's not going anywhere. Great for cutting dies. So for one piece here, she used navy blue cardstock. Okay, and she used that from the Snowfall cardstock. The background of her card right here is from Snowfall paper pack. And I believe she used the 6x6 size. I should grab this one. You could use either, but she used the 6x6 size for her background. Okay, so then she die cut a row of houses right here from navy blue, put a little bit of gold sparkles behind it for those little windows that are sparkling. And then she did another row of houses from the jade with some little gold holographic paper for the windows behind it. Then she did her little Santa right here. She did that one out of white cardstock, and then she added this one. This is called clear glitter sheet, and it's just, see if I can get some up. It is clear, if I can grab it here, and it's self-adhesive. So you would put it on some white cardstock, and then, there we go. And we do it clear because you could put this on anything, but she chose to put it on the white cardstock so that her Santa and the reindeer were sparkly, okay? And then she got that, and then she used her dancing snowflakes, okay? That's this die right up here, and she used that one out of that sky blue glitter paper. Really cool. That little greeting comes in the 6x6 Snowfall paper pack. And then she also just did a little bit of glitter ribbon there. All right, so you guys, we've got a great money saver on all of this. Make sure I get all of my cards here this time. All right, I think we've got, oh, here's this one. We've got a great money saver on this collection of cutting dies. So I would encourage you to check that out. And if you're watching us on our Webisodes page, just look to the right and you'll see a photo and it's marked money saver. Click on that. And if you are watching us on YouTube, look below the video in the description box for links to the money saver and a link to paperwishes.com for more products and more videos. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.